say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the San Jose State Spartans, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the San Jose State Spartans offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game.
Turning it on! And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Wants to throw on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Wants to throw. It's Manning. Quickly complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the horns are ready after that touchdown drop.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's second and long. Finds his tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. He's got it again. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. How about that deep? Getting back there, he'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Bad news on that play. It's an incomplete.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Manning. Throwing right. He's got it. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. Look.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know that this defense, they play with so much aggression. They're always trying to get extra hats to the football. You have got to protect this thing at all costs. Lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Here comes the Texas offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive 1st down play.
Catch in the middle. It's Wingo. There he goes. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Guys, Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving. He's loose. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a first down here to open the period. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. Hauls in the deep ball. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding where the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Back to pass on second down. Makes the catch. It's Riley. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Coleman. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Here's the pressure. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Never a doubt.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The drive comes from the 22. The give to the back. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15.
Oh, he's getting ahead of State. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Finds a tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Now facing a 3rd and long. Bringing the heat. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns are flying down the field. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Looking for the score. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
And if you're going to throw a heater like that as a quarterback, you better be accurate, because tips lead to picks, especially when you're throwing it over the middle of the field. That time trying to find his tight end, but it is not an accurate throw. It goes up in the air, and the defense makes him pay with the pick.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got the quick pass. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Spartans send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll start this drive from the 42. On the run, it's Baxter. Picks up the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, it's Manning. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Longhorns! A great catch and run for 6.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Lost to fire on second down. Blasted as he lets it go. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? The Spartans will punt it away on fourth down. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have...
He holds it in, and nobody's close. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
This time it's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. And the Spartans will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Snap it to the back. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second.
Looking deep down the right side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Quickly to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much that first half. So in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still... This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Fires to the tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Back to pass, it's Manning. Got his man quickly. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He wants it all. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Able to run it out to the 28 on first down. Now it's 2nd and 7.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find that...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. A little screen to the running back. Breaks into the open. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes or goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been bit. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Owens. Out of the backfield, he's open. At the 45, on his way. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Oh, he's got some space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. Talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scary.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And how about that for a capper, a 43-yard run for 6. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the shotgun, the inside give. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. To the 43-yard line, and a 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. And they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The give on the option. Got a little space. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Spartans will call on their punt team. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Handoff to the single running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Looking to throw, it's Owens. Firing to the right, complete. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. He makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed them.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got the first down and more. They get... Sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.